Hello, everyone, and welcome to a beginner's guide to running a legitimate online business in the health and wellness industry. The dream of firing your boss and working from your own cozy home office is more popular than ever. It's also becoming far more achievable due to today's technology and the wealth of information out there teaching people how to make it happen. Unfortunately for many, it just stays as a dream. In this webinar, I'm going to cover the key points that everyone should know when wanting to start a successful online business. This webinar is for you if you're considering starting your own business, you're not sure what type of business to start, you're interested in the health and wellness market, you love the idea of working from home online, you want more freedom. What you'll learn is the benefits of having an online business, the pitfalls of business, why the health and wellness industry, how to avoid scams, business models in which I recommend, how to pick the right supplier, how much to invest, the mindset you need, and more. Now you may be wondering, why an online business? It's exciting, challenging, and there's nothing like knowing you have the ability to change your future. Key reasons that you'd want to start and operate your own business are: first, you are the boss of you. You can call the shots. And if you have a creative spirit, there's no boss to stifle it, and only you can tell you what to do. You also have control over your income. All the benefits resulting from the hard work is yours. Whether you're looking for a small sideline income or a six-figure career income, you can choose to put in the effort and invest your resources to work towards it. You're only limited by you and your situation, not by anyone else. You can select when you want to work. One of the challenges of working for someone else is that they choose your hours. You can rarely get time off just when you need it. You also determine who you work with. Have you ever had to work with someone that you weren't very fond of? Most people are stuck in that situation. Also, you choose where you work. Having lunch with your family is one of the biggest benefits of working for yourself. And thankfully, an online business affords the most mobility compared to other businesses. And the tax advantages. The average working person bears the brunt of the tax burden in this country, and there are very few ways to reduce your financial obligation to the government. Luckily, running your own business is one of them. Freedom. When you can earn an income working online, you'll have more flexibility and mobility. And when you can live off of the earnings of your business, you can spend a lot more quality time with the people that matter the most to you. Visualize yourself in your hotel room on a beautiful tropical island, and you connect your laptop to the internet, put on your headset, and you could be at work. And when you're finished, you just close your laptop and head down to the pool, and work could be over. That's the lifestyle of personal freedom that few jobs offer. Now let's get into the pitfalls. Now that we've covered some of the greatest benefits, it's important to discuss the pitfalls that exist in having your own home business. Some of the common pitfalls you may encounter are distractions. Working at home can be filled with all sorts of distractions that make it hard to be effective. Also, you are the boss of you. Being your own boss isn't just a benefit. It can also be one of the biggest challenges that you'll face. You have to motivate yourself every day. You have to hold yourself accountable for everything with no one else to blame. And business fluctuations. Business goes up and down, and this is something most worker bees just are not used to dealing with. You may have worked really hard to grow your business, but the economy has a downturn, and you lose a portion of your customers. And also, company benefits are no longer available. But if you're only working your business part-time, this won't become an issue. However, when the time comes that you want to go full-time, it's an important thing to consider. There's no guarantee of success. But luckily, if you choose a business model that is proven, and you have guidance from other successful people, your chances of success are very high. But it's still based on your efforts and resources, and thus no guarantees can be made. Will you love what you do? This is also something many don't consider. You really have to love the day-to-day activities that it takes to make your business a success. Remember, it is still work. I'm not sure you could truly call yourself free if you don't really enjoy the business. Why health and wellness? The reason you should choose the health and wellness market is that selecting the right market is one of the most important considerations when you're starting your own home-based business. If you pick a market that is slowly dying off, you'll have to be incredibly talented to maintain your business. Here are a few reasons why targeting the health and wellness market is such a smart way to go. First, it's huge. Due to the aging population, the ever-increasing popularity of alternative medicines, and more natural approaches to wellness, the industry is now nearing trillions in sales annually. And also it's growing. Because of today's more educated and health-oriented marketplace, the health and wellness market is continuing to grow. And as more and more people continue to age, this segment of the population will continue to look for alternative ways to look better, feel better, and live longer. Your potential consumer base is constantly expanding. And it's rewarding. Marketing products and services that help people means you can do well for others and do well for yourself at the same time. Not many industries boast this. It's hard not to enjoy watching people's lives transform for the better after introducing and supplying them with products and services that offer life-changing results. And it's filled with fun and positive people. Let's face it, healthy people are usually happy people. You would be surrounded with clients, customers, and other people related to your business who are fun to work with. The 5 success factors. Here's the success factors to look for when you're wanting to start your own business. Whenever people ask for business advice, we inquire if the business has these 5 key factors going for it. If these factors don't exist, it can be very difficult to succeed in business. Here's what you want to look for in a business. First, high quality products. The first success factor you want a business to have is high quality products, because if your supplier creates exceptionally high quality products, you don't have to compete on price or convenience. Repeat use products. It's much easier to sell to your existing customers than it is to find new customers. This is why having a business that deals with repeat use products is so important. 3. A huge growing market to supply. The third success factor is a huge growing market. This makes it much easier to succeed because there's always more people interested in what you offer. Longevity. Finding a line of products and a supplier that has longevity will not guarantee your success. However, you'll have a far better chance for success when your supplier and their products have a successful track record. And guaranteed results. This is the final success factor because it's very important to your long-term stability. If you can offer guaranteed results, then people will be very interested, because this takes away the risk for your clients and customers, because they know even if they don't like the products, they can get their money back. This is a big one because a lot of people get in trouble. Avoiding scams. The economic challenges most people have faced in the past few years have given way to more and more people looking for any way possible to earn money. This makes them prime targets for scammers. If you're told that some automated system will do all the work for you, you can just sit back and watch the money roll in. You're pressured to make a decision to buy or join something without being given a chance to give it your due diligence. You can't review any information unless you pay a substantial sum of money. The earnings claims are huge and unrealistic. Earning $20,000 a month within 6 months, for example, is pretty much impossible for the average person and should be suspect. If you never get a live person when you call the company's phone number, you get only answering machines and the company's address is a post office box. Or if the website or seller sells many different kinds of BizOps and isn't someone who actually does or has done this business for him or herself. Also, if the testimonials use only people's initials or they use names that aren't listed in directories like switchboard.com and anywho.com. If the company doesn't specifically agree to buy back any of your unsold inventory, and if the company isn't a member of the Direct Selling Association, to belong to this association, companies agree to a code of ethics and have been in business for at least 2 years. That is the things you want to look for when people are going to scam you. Now let's talk about selecting the right business model. There are several home-based business models that you could choose from when starting your own online business in the health and wellness industry. There are several ranges from businesses you start from scratch to network marketing, which is our preferred model. Starting from scratch. Starting from scratch is the hardest of them all, and you have the greatest chance of failure, because you're going it alone with little or no guidance from any sort of parent company or upline sponsor. You have to source or make your own products and deal with everything yourself. And however, you have the most flexibility with how you want to run your business. Franchises. Buying a franchise gives you the advantage of a proven business system. However, they typically have the largest startup costs, and you will usually have to give a portion of your revenue back to the parent company in the form of royalties. They can also be quite restrictive with how you do business. And if you're like me, you want mobility and freedom. I haven't found a franchise yet that you can operate from your laptop. Internet marketing. Internet marketing can be very lucrative. There's a wide range of ways to earn online, yet most people start as affiliates marketing someone else's products. One of the challenges with internet or affiliate marketing is that there can be a steep learning curve. Not only do you need to learn a lot of technical skills, you also have to do it all yourself or hire people to help you. If you're not selling someone else's products, then you also have to create your own products. This can take a lot of time and it's very expensive. Direct sales offers you a mix of flexibility and a system you can follow. However, it's based on your ability to specialize in selling, and it doesn't offer the same freedom and residual income potential that a network marketing business can offer. One of the challenges with direct sales is that it's based solely on your own efforts. If you get tired or just want to take a break, your sales will be dramatically affected, and so will your income. Network marketing, on the other hand, offers a greater income potential than direct sales, and the creation of sales volume is focused on training and developing leaders in order to build an organization of distributors, and less on specializing in selling by direct sales alone. This makes it a more welcome business model to more people because 95% of people hate selling. However, most have no problem guiding and teaching people that are interested in what they're offering. Developing a networking business also means that you can take a rest after you've built a solid organization of distributors who know exactly what to do next. Actually, network marketing is similar to franchising because you pass a turnkey business model to people interested in having a business of their own. But unlike a traditional franchise, you get the royalties from the parent supplier. You don't have to pay back a portion of your revenue to them. This is the only home-based business model that offers residual income, meaning you can get paid for things that you did in the past. This is also the business model I prefer because of its income potential. I feel it's by far the best option for working from home online in the health and wellness industry. So going forward, this will be the only business model that we'll focus on. Choosing the right supplier. Now that you know the business model I recommend, you'll want to choose a supplier that you can count on. Unless you're going it alone and creating your own products from scratch, you'll need a product supplier, so this is an important section to review. You'll want a supplier who has been around for over 5 years, has a great reputation, has a solid research department with peer-reviewed science, has a sound management team and a history of paying its bills, has an expansion plan or is already in several countries, sells high-quality consumable products not readily available in retail stores, pays distributor checks directly to you and not your sponsor, offers professional marketing materials such as catalogs and training videos, has a simple and lucrative compensation plan, is not overly blasted by negative comments on internet chat rooms, has internet policies that aren't overly restrictive. I have a preferred supplier who's been in business for over 50 years that fits all of the criteria we went over. You can learn all about them in my 3 online interactive classrooms by visiting my website and requesting a free guided tour at the end of this webinar. What you want in a line of products. Products are the cornerstone of any business. Unless you have products that your customers happily consume, you don't have a business. This is why choosing a supplier with a line of products that have the following things going for it is one of the most important considerations that you have. Here's what you want to look for in your product line. They're unique, they're high quality, they repeat use, they offer clinically proven results, they have a substantial amount of research done on their efficiency, they give unbeatable value, they're well priced, and you love all or most of them. Now let's talk about how much to invest. One of the fantastic things about starting a business online, working from home, is the relatively low startup costs. Unfortunately, you see a lot of ads out there stating you can get started and it won't cost you anything, which is just rubbish. It's a business and businesses cost money. Luckily, compared to a traditional business, an online networking business requires a fraction of the cost to get going and to keep it going. Here are the key areas where you should spend your money. A field testing order of products, 100 to 2,000 plus. Field testing basically means to try or put the products to the test. You're going to want to try some, or preferably as many of the products as your supplier offers. This way you can see if it's truly something that you want to represent. Most companies will offer some sort of a business-in-a-box startup kit. This is usually the best way to go, as they'll often offer some sort of discount and the registration fee will be included in your kit. To further clarify, the registration fee is a small amount your supplier charges, which gives you the right to distribute their products. This is usually covered in the startup kit, as previously mentioned. If it's not, it typically runs from $20 to $50 if you pay for it by itself. One of the great things with most of the suppliers in the network marketing industry is that you can get your money back if you decide you don't like their products. This is a safety net that few other business models offer. lead capture website and sales funnel, 30 to 60 plus a month. The type of website needed to succeed in a home-based business is probably one of the most misunderstood parts of a marketing plan. Most think they can simply use one of the replicated sites network marketing companies and they're good to go. Some think that they can just build one themselves if the company's version isn't sufficient or non-existent. The truth is, building and maintaining your own site from scratch is a massive job. There are also numerous policies you have to abide by when showing a company's products on a site that you own. And replicated company websites are usually not well designed from a marketing standpoint. This is because they rarely have strong sales copy to encourage someone to make a purchase right on the spot. They're also not search engine friendly, so you can't expect your site to be found organically, which means they don't show up easily on search engine results. This forces you to pay to drive a massive amount of traffic to a site like this in order to generate a reasonable amount of conversion. A conversion means you're converting a customer or a visitor into a customer. Most home-based business owners can't afford the marketing budget to drive the traffic needed to earn a significant income this way. You have to use less conventional methods. This means instead of being an internet marketing wizard and hoping your website will sell products without you being involved, you'll have to win customers over with tactics that big companies don't use. And the great thing is that our way is actually the best method of converting prospects to buyers or consumers. You see, we've learned through experience and a little luck that when you can give a simple but compelling presentation to prospective clients while building relationships, the conversion rate is dramatically increased. Again, unless you're a marketing and search engine wizard, among a host of other complicated skills, the best way to create sales for your online business is to make personal connections with people while giving them fun and educational presentations. You can do this on one-on-one or on webinars. This allows you to cut right through all the noise that your prospects will be faced with when they're looking online. This all starts by you capturing the information of a prospect so you can make a personal follow-up with them. This is handled by your lead capture website. To explain in complete detail everything you need to know and how to set up these types of systems is beyond the scope of this webinar. However, here is a quick overview of the flow that has proven to be the most effective method of creating clients and customers online. Attract traffic, capture leads, follow up and nurture, convert to client, educate and upgrade, and repeat. Promoting your business should cost from $100 to $1,000 plus a month. Preparing a strong promotional strategy is essential for your success. Unfortunately, this is usually where most new business builders get it wrong. They try to promote their new business using nothing but free methods, or when they do spend money, they don't follow any sort of strategy and they quit too soon. Now, we aren't saying that free strategies don't work and shouldn't be used. We're just saying they shouldn't be the only method in your promotional toolbox. Unless you're an amazing networker with a vast list of connections that you can easily influence, then you must create a strong paid promotional campaign. We realize a lot of people starting a new business don't have large budgets. However, even a consistent budget of a few $100s a month can get you on your way to business success. If you really want to get things hopping in the shortest period possible, You will want to work towards setting aside from $500 to $1,000 per month for a solid promotional campaign. Just think ROI, return on your investment. Don't think of this as just spending money. You're investing so you can build an income generating machine. For example, if spending $12,000 in your first year earned you $25,000, then you're in the black and you've earned a nice income for your first year's efforts. Not many new businesses can say this within even 5 years. I quit. Unfortunately, most people won't see the big picture of the 25,000 because on month 3, if they're not seeing significant results from their investment, they quit. That's because they only focus on the money going out and not on what they're trying to build. They forget about the immense value of the income producing asset that they are creating. Think like an investor and you'll be ahead of 90% of the competition. There are several promotional methods that we have had success with. However, that's a book on its own, so we won't go into details here. I do, however, offer you more in-depth training on these topics in my training center, which you can find if you choose to take the free tour of my 3 online classrooms that I offer at the end of this webinar. Training. As Benjamin Franklin said, put the coins of your purse into your mind, and your mind will fill your purse. Anyone starting their own home-based business will want access to training. The biggest cause of business failure is the lack of quality training. Thankfully, a lot of great training in network marketing can be accessed via webinars and conference calls for free. You'll want to consider investing in courses for topics like advertising and prospecting, basic computer and internet skills, email marketing, webinar marketing, product knowledge training, personal development, communication, and that's it. But there are some important business tools. There are all sorts of helpful tools and software that you'll find that makes running your business most efficient and profitable. Here's what I recommend you consider. A nice desk and a comfy office chair, a cordless phone or duplex speakerphone, headset for your cordless phone, computer headset if you use Skype, and a printer. Also a second monitor to improve productivity, a Facebook fan page, business cards and other offline tools, a contact and task manager, an email marketing system, and Microsoft OneNote or Evernote. Simple accounting software, a virtual assistant. Ready, set, grow. Have you ever heard the saying, money avoids clutter? It's important to create not only a clean, organized space from where you'll work, it's equally important to set up a schedule. Just because you're your own boss and you can choose your own hours doesn't mean that you shouldn't follow a work schedule of some sort. Most people starting a home-based business still work at a full-time job, so getting this right could be the difference between success and failure. Number 1, decide how many hours you can realistically give to your business in a week. Put in the times each day or night into a schedule or a calendar you know you can realistically carve out for your business. This is a marathon, not a sprint, so you need to set yourself up for a long-term, consistent effort. If you use an activity tracker, you'll find a great way to gain and keep momentum. It's a list of the typical daily income-producing tasks that you need to do so you can easily remember them and ensure that they get done. Having the right entrepreneurial mindset. No amount of how-to information can replace the need for having the correct line of thinking when you're in business for yourself. If you're used to working at a job, having a business can be a bit of a shock. If you don't have the proper attitude toward your business, you'll be your own worst enemy. Here's how an entrepreneur thinks. You need to spend money to make money. Businesses take time and requires patience. I won't sacrifice long-term gains for short-term profits. I'm building something for the future, so I'm willing to wait. It's crucial to spend on advertising. Spending money on courses and training is an investment, and I understand value versus cost. Profits are better than wages. I will be my own best customer. I don't jump on just any opportunity. I approach things with a strategy. Business fluctuates. There are ups and downs, and I know things will get better. I don't spend energy complaining. I research ways to fix my problems. I deserve success, and I know hard work with the right training will pay off. Now, these thoughts alone won't build you a business. You have to take massive action. However, if you follow a proven system and apply the right amount of time and energy consistently over a long period of time, we can assure you that approaching your business with the thoughts above will keep you on track, and you'll weather any storm that comes your way. Working your business around the family. When you run a business out of your home, it can be incredibly difficult trying to create the separation you need in order to give a dedicated focus to the tasks needed for you to grow. This means you'll need to work with your family to create some house rules, and most importantly is the support you'll want to get from everyone. One of the keys to a harmonious existence when you work from your home is if you have buy-in. When everyone understands how they can benefit by supporting you while you're working on your new venture, life at home is much better. If you don't share your vision of how life can be better for everyone, that may resist your efforts to change normal house habits. They could get downright negative or even nasty, and that will torpedo your ship before you have a chance to get it launched. Help them understand that they won't necessarily have to be in the business, but you need at least a positive cheerleader on the side who doesn't rain on your parade all the time. A whiny spouse who complains every time you have an appointment or a phone call, or when you need to spend money on your business, will make life miserable after a while. Sit together and do your best to help them understand how much better your life can be, how the business works, and what they could do to help, and why it's worth their effort to do so. We do know that partners who run home-based businesses are far more likely to succeed in a shorter time because they get more done. They also have the ability to recharge each other. They can get new ideas and energy from talking about the day's successes or challenges. And it's just way more fun to have someone to talk to about your dreams and ideas. Discuss telephone etiquette and times. Talk to your family about how the phone should be answered if you're expecting a client to call, and how they should deal with it if they answer a call when you're not around. They need to be taught how to answer the phone politely. They need to know how to ask for someone's name. May I ask who's calling is much more appropriate than who's this. Your clients can be insulted by how your family treats them over the phone. Take a message and what information they need to write down. They also need to know where to post this information once they've taken it for you. And if you have a voicemail, they need to know not to delete your messages or to take good notes. If you trust, they can be your little secretaries and handle this important task for you. You also want to ensure the phone is available during your work hours, and that no one picks up extensions and bothers you while you're speaking with clients. If you don't set this up with your gang beforehand, it's not their fault for disrupting you. Missing important messages or treating your important clients like their school buddies isn't good. Set them up to win. Discuss your work hours. Everyone will need to understand that you're at home, but it doesn't mean you're available at all times. You'll have to sit down and help everyone understand your work schedule and how they can help you get your work done. It's helpful if you have some sort of sign or signal or understood times that you're not to be bothered from X time to Y time. If the kids are banging and screaming while you're on a call with someone, it will be distracting to you and your clients. So set some ground rules on what is allowed and where they need to play when you're at work. Your space is your space. Sometimes your office won't have a completely separate room enclosed from the regular living area. You may have your office right in the family room, and that could leave your books and work area ripe for things to be moved, remarked, or worse, lost. Create a shelf or two or a drawer or something that is off limits so you can have the boundaries that you need. It's best if you don't have to pack up your office and stow it away every time you want to get to work. Creating your own special space can give you the energy you need to feel like you're truly in business. This is very important. Having the space you need is one of the most important things you can do when running your own home-based business. Remember, it's a business that can earn you thousands or millions. Give it the due care and attention that it deserves. Also, you can set up a separate account on your computer. If you have to share the family computer, you'll want your own account with a password. And if you can make yourself the administrator, then you can control what's downloaded and what isn't. If someone alters your computer, deletes files, or infects your machine with a virus, you could lose all your important files, or worse, have to replace your important business machine. Because we're teaching you to run a business online, your computer is a make or break tool, and we can't stress enough the importance of having control over it. You don't want your settings or files moved or changed without your permission. So what's the next step? If you're ready to start your own business online, the fastest way to get going is with a turnkey system. If you choose to use the same supplier and system I use, you'll save yourself the hassle and delay of trying to create your own products and business tools. Here's 5 simple steps to start online. 1. Visit my mini office outlet website. 2. Watch the short movie and request access. 3. Watch the long movie and get all the details. 4. Create your free guest account. And 5. Request your free guided tour. To discover the system and supplier I use and recommend, please visit my mini office outlets website. And that's walkonfreedomlane.com. Thank you guys for your time, and I hope you enjoy the webinar.